Okay, do you want to do a quick what happened last time?
We saved the Jocks and the burnouts, I think.
Yeah, we split up.
We did one split up team thingy.
Yeah, the siblings went together to save the Jocks, and Wyatt and Trevor
No,
saved
prep.
the Burnout. Preps.
May as well
Right.
just be Jocks. Come on.
Oh,
Got to the place where the coach. I was like, chef? No, coach. It is going to be, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to psychoanalyze this guy, and rambled off some things.
Right. That was good.
sort of the. Oh wait, did the baseball stadium pop up for everybody?
Nope.
Okay, I'll go ahead and get that. Yeah. So as you kind of went through, you were then in line at a gigantic baseball. Saw before a lot of the people there seem a little shadowy, a little not necessary.
Hmm.
Uh, but there are some places and people are a little more look a little more solid.
Hmm. Okay.
Looking out onto the field.
Well, you're the
What's
point. You kind of see it's kind of hard to see on the outside, but there are those kind of gates to look through towards the. And there seems to be a baseball game going on, and in there you see like the same way that you saw like the pitch star players. You see them much more kind of alive and solid, and a lot of the other.
Is there anyone that we'd like recognize here? Or is it still just like generic players?
It's hard again. It's far enough away. It's sort of hard to tell.
Mm.
They look kind of like shadowy in the same.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's ticket takers. All right, got your ticket.
I pat myself. Do we have tickets?
You kind of-
I say, just a sec, and then I turn to you guys and like, and then like, gesture to like huddle up. You know, like spread my wingspan and like beckon you in.
Wyatt, what reluctantly approaches.
Yeah, and then when I do that, with like touching all of you and like grabbing the two that I can with my hands, by whatever fabric they have on, I have Spring Hill Jack teleport us inside.
All right, make an overcome using.
Okie dokie. Oh, well, the buttons. This one and healed and do, and then roll. The best, and I don't even have my reroll thingy, so I fucked it up.
How badly?
Wait, aren't you in yellow? I thought you were in yellow.
It doesn't matter. Don't you have 8 for all?
I have the same for all of them.
So what's the overcome of 2? Is it like you can succeed with a major or something?
Yeah, the tabs didn't actually save, so maybe it's under notes.
Oh wait, they did for me.
If you go to images,
3 fails or succeeds with a major twist.
Succeeds with a major twist. Do you want it to succeed with a major twist?
you know, Spring Hill Jack. Succeeds for the major twist. That sounds accurate to my experiences.
You want to know what's really good about this?
What?
Is that if oh my god, what's your character's name? Blake had like asked for input, Wyatt was about to just bring up like illusory tickets because they can make illusions.
Yep, clearly Blake is still making decisions for the
Oh, I
group.
love it. I love it.
We just all fall into the coach's like lap. We're just like, oh hi. We all teleport into spikes.
Oh,
Party
so,
life.
yes, okay, we'll say this. What happens is, as you teleport in, there's like a weird disruption in the field, and all of you find yourself in the stadium, like in the not like out in the seats itself, but in those kind of like the underguts and the halls you can go through, where you got like certain places you have like there's a bunch of places you can buy T-shirts, you can get all sorts of stuff. There's along those, and as you appear there, you all find yourself in different in this mass. And the baseball stadium itself, like this seems utterly gigantic. Like this almost looks like what you'd find at like what some places also has like a lot of places for large events throughout this entire place. You're seeing very large, and there's crowds coming through, like waiting in line to go bathroom, hot dogs, beer, all that kind of stuff. Apparently, we're all unsure of where.
Well,
Cool.
Well, yeah, I immediately get on my like earpiece radio and I'm like, where the fuck happened?
Blake, I had tickets. I had tickets. and
So,
I just-
what can you see around you?
A baseball.
Yeah,
you can see a single baseball.
Yeah, you
No, I'm in the fucking stadium.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The place you're at is that you're kind of looking. All the same. Yeah. So. Oh yeah. But how are you communicating?
With
our earpieces.
things.
Oh yeah, that you can kind of coordinate that through. Yeah, Maureen's just like, I'm seeing you all over the place inside of there. The innards look a little bit like a maze.
Great.
And I'll say, who was trying to figure out where they were?
I was just saying, what can you see around you through the earpiece to the others?
If you
Now
want
it's
to
being
tell me what you see.
So where did you say we were generally about?
So inside the baseball stadium itself, this is like kind of in the guts. But I've been in like some baseball stadiums where there's not a whole lot there. It's most of the stuff is sort of left up and out. This is like a baseball stadium that has a roof over it that can also be an event center. Like I don't know who all has been at Gen Con.
It's in Americas.
Yeah, like I think the Gen Con football stadium probably used for soccer, and also turns into got like a whole rooms and other stuff throughout event center. And this is what it looks like. Like you're seeing, there's like such that are off to the sides, all sorts of places where you can get are set up selling shirts, and you see like the fighting bat squatches. Like, who is the number one rival team with Bat Squatch?
Who?
The
Not
charging
the Owlbears.
iguanodons.
What?
The charging iguanodons.
Iguanodons?
It's a dinosaur.
I only know that because of Animal Crossing.
Oh, you didn't have did you have a dinosaur phase as a child?
Apparently not.
No.
Oh, you.
No.
Oh,
Wait.
that's tragic.
Yeah, look at these people not loving dinosaurs when they were young.
I
What
mean,
the
like, I
fuck?
didn't have anything against them, but I didn't have a phase. Oh, that just looks like a dinosaur. I thought it looked more like an iguana.
No,
I
it has
remember there was.
it has thumbs. If I
Remember there was one kid in our class that was really into dinosaurs, but no one else.
It was
Just like,
me.
oh, those are dinosaurs.
I think my dinosaur phase may have happened even before school.
Damn. So just dinosaur ass looking motherfucker, like running at the camera, like that's what the mascot logo is.
and it's holding a bat.
Wait, it's holding a bat? It's not like running on bases, it's charging at you with a bat? That's so good.
Fighting iguana.
I think I'm standing in line for what is that? Is that a corn dog stand?
Hot dog corn.
Yeah. There's a few people around. I cannot see any of you.
Okay.
I think I ended up above the home team dugout, like in the stands.
Instead of in the sand, let's keep you in the guts of it.
Okay.
How about instead of the dugout? Like maybe you're in the some of the tunnels underneath that lead to the dugout.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to what leads into the dugout. Then
Well, oh god. What if I'm in like the away team like locker room?
What if you're specifically in a locker?
Yeah, I'm in a locker. I'm in a locker.
So you're in the locker and you say, Blake, I had.
Yeah, I had tickets. And the camera's outside of the locker. And we just hear the metallic echo, like, I had tickets.
And there's like
And Blake
bags.
has no response to this.
And Dylan, what do you see around you?
What do I see around me? I see, like a cross section where there's like there's like corridors that clearly like loop around the circumference of the stadium. There's one heading behind me which seems to lead to some stairs that lead up to I don't know where. But maybe it sounds vaguely like there's it leads up to the stands, and then there's a corridor going ahead of me, and I don't know where that goes.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to kind of communicate that, right?
Um,
Not really sure.
I say to regathering people's names. Rachel. I say Rachel.
Yeah.
Could you actually just a second.
Sorry, hold on. One corn dog, please.
I need to do a thing. Fucking. Where's Springhale Jack?
If you click on characters in the top right, is it there?
I want to see Springhill Jack.
You want to see him?
Yeah. Can't though.
Wait, what do you mean?
I have like there's like a really really small thing, but
Oh, you want to make him big?
yeah, I'm trying to find him on my Pinterest because I couldn't
Oh.
see him.
If you want here in a moment, I can actually. Got him on. Onto a different one, primarily so we can just
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's something that kind of every time.
Is it that I didn't find it on Pinterest? Is that it? Is that why I can't find it? I don't know.
It is. I'll put it on a different next time. But easier.
Okie dokie.
Or
Okay. I say Rachel, and I start like Spring Hill Jack like depresses their legs down.
Wait,
The spring.
wait. Are you
What?
gonna teleport me again?
the problem
Oh,
is
do
just
you
finding
say
it.
that?
Yeah, I do.
The problem is she's not around you to tell.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I start like it depresses its legs down, and I like start climbing up its front. And I say, Rachel, can you tell me again? Where are you?
I'm just next to the corn. I like it. Just every single cut to me has me more advanced, like towards getting the corn dogs, and I'm just holding a corn dog. And
Also,
I'm just like,
something to keep in mind. This is a good time for you, because like especially in some of these, you'll have those times like talk to the family.
yeah,
Or
Principals?
yeah, the principals in order to gain more in order to get here.
cool. Yes. Yeah. I'm just like I'm next to the corn dog stand.
Okay. Okay. Which thing would I be looking at? CP Game Handbook? Is that what I'm looking at? Defined principles?
Oh no, that's in the Sentinel
They're
comics.
the principles that you defined. Yeah.
Yeah, those are ones that
Okay.
have the Sentinel comics.
Okie dokie.
You should
Well,
have some listed.
Like
Most
yeah,
people.
principle.
I had Principle of Tactician, but I don't have written down what it does because I'm a dummy and I have not done what I'm supposed to, and these are the consequences of my
If
actions.
you look at the Sentinel comics chapter 3,
Chapter 3, Casey.
everyone should have two.
Hmm.
Yep. I have Principle of Tactician written down. Okay.
That's when you flash back to how you prepared for this exact scenario. You get a
Yeah.
hero point.
That was the overcome.
Okay.
Which
That is
you
not
might.
the thing that I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'm also that's something you might want to change. That's something to keep.
Okay. I may change it. I'm just gonna like find like two principles. Doing something different from the rest of this. Huh. What? When doing something different from the rest of your team. What?
Is that like Principle of the Loner or something?
Yeah.
Someone like cuts out on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like, all right,
so,
guys, we're gonna go in there. Wait, where'd Wolverine go?
Fucking Wolverine.
Okay.
There is it one.
Okay. On this occasion, I think I'm just gonna have to rely on my normal role. Okay. So where am I am. Yes. So what I think Blake is going to do is as Rachel was saying this, it's an instinctual thing. They don't actually know that they can do this, but they climb up the front of Spring Hill Jack, and then they like bring their face in close to that sort of like weird worn gas mask, and they look in through the slits in the eyes, and they try to, get a try and use its like demonic instinct and sense to tell where Rachel is and go there.
I think what that would be power wise.
Alertness, teleportation. That's what I think it is.
That feels like a little much for finding someone.
Okie dokie. All right.
Yeah, because alertness
My
is more just
idea
that
is
regular.
Okay. Suppose it's a bit more like some sort of clairvoyance or something. In which case, someone else do something.
So I am standing outside the entrance to the team dugout, and I'm sort of wondering if I should if Coach would be in the dugout or if he would be somewhere else. So I'm going to try and use Principle of Whispers to just have the knowledge of where Coach is shoved directly into my skull.
Roll with that, I think.
Yes. Yep, it's telepathy, unknowable, this. And I use my highest, so I have a 6.
Okay. Action success with a minor twist. Yeah, there's a moment. What's your die?
3 for the mid.
What the 6?
Yes.
As you're sitting there trying to you're listening to the whispers. As you're listening to the whispers, you hear there's a thing that sort of tells you to. And as you do that, out comes. It looks a little bit like a smaller version of the hitter. It kind of comes out of the room itself and just sort of sees you. And there's this moment when you kind of pop out of it and kind of see the eyes go wide. So while you succeeded on the one, has let it know that or here, so you have a decent. And let's pop over.
I think Wyatt is going to use Ariel to create like a baseball uniform disguise. But because we didn't see the opposing team yet, it's just like a generic baseball uniform. Like the colors don't match, and just like trying to like. I mean, Wyatt's never been in like a locker room. They have no idea where to go, so they're just trying to like get out. They're like, how do I get out of here?
Out of the locker? If you pop
Yeah,
out of the locker.
well, I'm guessing the locker is not locked.
No, yeah, kind of
Yeah.
And you see bags and there's coolers that have got like gates. Yeah, there's a doors leading. Nice thing is there actually is a door that says like.
Well, great. I'm gonna head that way in my baseball uniform.
Okay. Start heading towards the field in your baseball uniform. You have Lex. Are you still just waiting in line?
Well, yeah, I'm just to the side now, just like looking around, and I'm trying to find like the way out onto the field. Like, is what
You need a
the
corn
under?
dog?
Yeah, just numbing on my corn dog while I'm going.
Right, yeah, so yeah, it's kind of following the press of people will take you out so that you end up like I can't that you end up like in the stands, kind of right towards the top of the first big row of things. So you've got like the balcony up above you.
Oh.
You can kind of see
Yeah.
all the people they're watching. This place is filled like it was like a professional baseball game, World Series. There's all sorts of people that are watching the field, and you can see them. You can see all the stuff playing, and if you kind of look up at the very top of like where that little, you can kind of see the coach in his sort of looks a lot younger, a lot more vital, a lot more, and also a bit safe, floating up there watching the game through. And
So whereabouts is he? Sorry, like at the top of the dome.
yeah, so essentially he's like in the middle of the field, but all the way up on top of the dome.
Oh, so it's just like hovering.
Yeah, he's sort of hovering over there, and you can kind
I
of see like these hand motions he's making, like he's doing.
Cool. I contact what's her name? The
Marine?
person Marina, that's it. And like, so how do we stop the people again in their own world?
Uh,
We just do
gotta
we clubber them?
gotta defeat him. Okay, I've got set up from the high school. I've got your little army ready to pop in. You know, and I can open a gate on the field. Demolished.
Oh, cool.
We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet.
Yeah, the coach is like right at the top, like all the way to the top, and she's just like just looking up at him. So if we like beat him up, it'll work.
Yeah, remember last time?
Cool. I just want to make sure that we don't want to accidentally beat up the wrong person.
Yeah, it'd really suck to stab your teacher. Yeah.
Yeah. So is anyone else out on the field or like in the stands?
I'll say
She's
Spring
actually
I'm-
not a character. Just
Hill
like
Jack. What do you?
Okie dokie. So I was doing a thing,
mhm.
and yeah, Principal as Tactician is hard to do. I did find a thing that was sort of the thing I was looking for, which is Principle of the Inner Demon. Tap into your dark psyche to overcome a problem and use your max die. You and each of your allies gain a hero point. So where is everyone right now? Because I got distracted reading through all the principles.
I'm in the stands. I think it's Trevor who's out on the pitch.
I am not on the pitch yet. I am standing at the entrance to the home team dugout,
I see.
just wide-eyed staring at a mob who came out and is now looking at me,
Okay.
And I'm in
squaring up.
I'm in the away team locker room.
I'm gonna try some real quick. I'm gonna try to shut down Fantasy Ground and then bring it back up. I just had all the NPC problem for
Oh.
No
just a
worries.
sec.
Okay.
Did it kick you out of it, or are you still up?
Yeah, I kicked
Did
out.
kick us out.
Sorry,
It's all good. Should be easy enough to rejoin. Or once it's up.
yeah, because I was like, okay,
Alright.
yep, they are all back.
Cool. Grendel. Connecting. Hopefully. Let me try again. Looks like it froze.
Having a
Da-da-da.
right there.
Okay. Hmm.
Here.
Okay, I think it's loading now. God, this like golden papyrus ass font. I love it. Okay, I'm in.
Okay. While this is going on, actually, Dan, what do you? So yeah, they're all kind of figure that stuff out. What was Spring?
That is.
Okay, so I was asking where everyone was. Has anyone told me anything?
Oh yeah, so I'll say while they tell you, there may be a quick thing we can cut to because, uh, Dan, you have one of the batters in front of you, just kind of stop, and the door shuts behind him. It's now the two of you in the hallway. Definitely see.
I am going to try and overcome.
It would
Using,
be it would be an attack of some.
Oh, okay then. I'm going to attack him using presence. I'm going to try and just have Kokabeel exert its like alien feel to just have the batter back away, or just telling it to ignore me, basically.
Ignore me!
Yeah! Somebody left a baby! Ignore me! Anyway.
Thank you, Dan. I have no idea what that's from, but thank you.
Oh, it's from
Venture Bros.
Venture Bros.
Um.
It's this gigantic alien. Just, ignore me!
I have a 6 on it.
Okay, so the mid die on there?
Yep.
Yeah, and tell me, what does the presence look like when you...
So Kokabeel is always just sort of glowing red hot, but when the presence happens, it becomes like a sort of yellow-white glow. All of the wings open up, showing the fiery core, and it just is known.
Yeah. Yeah, as that kind of pops up, there is a moment where it just... And you actually see it sort of like fall out of itself. And it kind of fades out. And it's almost like a bit of a soul or something kind of falls from the body. And then the whole thing just sort of disappears. We're now alone in the hallway, and it's much easier.
Yeah, I'm outside the home dugout, but I don't want to be here much longer because there are people that want to hit me with their bats on the other side of that door, so I can burst through to get to the field, but I want to wait until everyone else is available there as well.
I can just fly straight out onto the field when needed. I'm in the stands right now.
Wait, we're meeting on the field?
I mean, he's
Field.
right above the field looking down.
How
Okay,
do
so
we-
the coach is right above the field, looking down. Blake's kind of oblivious, being has no idea where he is. So, what's Blake been told?
Yeah, Rachel basically said that there's a load of people outside. and the coach is sort of like floating above everything in the middle. And yeah, she's in the stands, and then Trevor said he's in like the dugout, like behind the dugout, and someone saw him. No idea what thing he said. Why it said.
If anyone needs backup, let me know. But I think maybe the best thing to do here is get everyone in the stadium to leave, preferably booing. That's what I'm gonna do. By using magic fucking Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Blake starts rushing up in the direction of where he thinks there's stairs to the stands.
Wait, don't we want them like cheering for us instead of him?
No, we want them booing him. We want them leaving.
What if we play baseball?
I don't know how to play baseball.
Me neither.
Do our Pokemon know how to play baseball?
I know how to play baseball.
Blake,
Does
Blake
Pokemon
says
know how
that.
to play baseball?
With
I'm not sure what all Kokobeel knows, but probably.
yeah, Blake says that with a lot of courage, considering the fact that the response that Springhill Jack gives whenever he calls them Pokemon isn't good. They make this weird grinding sort of steam sound that is terrifying.
Okay, can we wait to do anything drastic until like we're all together again? Like,
Should we? Or should we act now?
I don't know. You're the one who scattered us everywhere. I don't think you should just be making shots on your own like this.
I could go
It's
fly
true.
up and
That's true.
what would happen if I went okay, it kind of looks like he's doing that, you know, that weird like puppetry hand movements?
Yeah, sure. I've seen
Like-
Naruto.
Yeah, he might be like what's Naruto? Never mind. He looks like he might be controlling the what if I went up and like distracted him or something?
I think it's like a metaphor thing. So he's made more powerful by everyone cheering for the baseball. So
Yeah, but,
I
like,
don't think we
if
want
I
to engage him until
if I distracted him or like made it so him controlling the team went bad, so like the team started losing, it might do something.
Okay, if you two
You
want to
could
raise
give
a
it-
ruckus, that's fine.
yeah, if you can give it a try. I'm gonna try and get everyone to leave.
Do you think everyone would leave if the baseball field was on fire?
Yes.
Trevor, we're in the baseball. Please don't light me on fire.
You'll be fine, I'm sure.
Getting some static. What?
Listen, I've been on fire and I'm fine, so I'm sure
What the
it'll be
fuck
fine
does
for you guys as well.
that?
Cool,
just interrupt me by starting the fire. Like, just do it.
Yeah, I think preemptively Rachel just like flies upwards away from all the thing that is probably going to be on fire.
Oh, look at me. I don't want to be on fire.
So yeah, I'm just gonna have Kokobeel shoot a concentrated blast of fire upwards into the stands to try and
Wait,
start it burning.
really quick. The stands were like the psychic manifestations of this
True,
dude
you're
are.
right. Let's have me just like engulf myself in fire and slam through the door to the dugout and then out on the field, launching fire everywhere as I go.
Yeah, I say the one thing you remember, Maureen told you that as you mentioned, the psychic manifestation, and if you slaughter a bunch of people, the world itself treats like they're real, and it actually backlashes.
That's right. but the baseball players are all evil, so
Oh yeah, they are they are the direct like under control of the. So they haven't all
yeah.
they haven't all sort of turned. Okay, so
So yeah.
you are heading onto the field. What about everybody else?
Yeah, I'm flying upwards just to like avoid the fire, but looking down at everything.
Blake's trying to get out from the guts and into the stands.
Okay. There's gonna be some place you can see daylight. So if you
Okie dokie. I will teleport up there.
and Colton,
I mean, I feel like it's fair at this point. Like, do I run into anyone as I'm trying to make it to the field through the locker room?
no.
Like,
So the locker room itself, everyone's sort of out in the dugout. As you're running up, you're actually running up towards instead of the opposing team dugout. You're going up towards like there's a dugout thing with a huge like fighting bat squatches on the door itself.
cool. Yeah, I'm opening that door. Get out in the field.
Okay. So, in this point, right now it's just the coach. He will some other people. um, so who wants to go first?
I feel like I should probably lead off with my bursting into the field with fire
Yeah.
Yeah.
as a way to kick it off.
That to attack coach.
Can that be an overcome or?
What would you be overcoming?
That's true. Yeah, I'll just attack coach and also the field and everything with fire.
Yeah, no.
Sounds good.
These particular ones are going to be a little they're not going to be like the overcomes we have on the other one. Because here your actual thing usually.
Okay.
Yeah, defeat the actual coach in this. Sometimes it'll be like last time where you had these other stuff on the way there. But for the coach here, is he's rooted pretty powerfully in the psyche of the actual coach. So for him, it's just getting him out.
Okay. Actually, as part of bursting onto the field, I'm gonna be like enveloping myself with fire.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use the yellow ability that I have to give myself a persistent and exclusive boost using my max die.
Okay.
Just to kick it off.
Okay, that becomes your action.
Yeah,
That's a good action.
because my health is in the yellow still. So I will do a boost. I rolled a 10 as my max die.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's a boost. That is a plus.
Nice.
All right, so yeah, you boost yourself as you come out on the field. Who do you want to pass it off to?
I will pass it off to Rachel and Marzana.
Cool. So we see this fire-covered person running out specifically onto the field, right?
Mhm.
What if I'm looking at the coach because I'm flying up, sort of like kind of not close to, but like flying up towards him? What do I see?
Oh, yeah. So as you fly up there, the coach himself he actually kind of as you start to fly up, he bursts out of his reverie, kind of especially as people break the plane of the like out. As soon as you sort of leave that area, his eyes immediately kind of like focus, catch you, relatively quick as he's.
Cool. Yep. I want to try and sort of grab onto him with my telekinesis and pull him down to the pitch, like
Right.
real hard, like throw him into the ground. Um. I'm on green. Great. All right. So how do I just pull and do that? Right. 3. God damn it.
3 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you, it kind of grabs him, and it doesn't pull him as hard as you were hoping, but he does sort of plummet from the ground and hits down like basically a little bit behind where the pit. Looks up, and you hear his voice sort of growl throughout the entire stadium. That would be. Pass it off to.
I'm gonna pass it off to. So it's just him right now.
Well,
so it's
well,
us.
yeah. Right now, it's all of you. It's him, and it is. And the baseball stadium. You don't have all these people yet, but some of them will be coming on. So I don't. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? We'll say the geeks, the preps, and the burnouts will come here when Maureen hates them in, but they're not going to be able to do anything. Turn.
Okay.
Actually, let me go ahead, and it's not hard to pull. Here.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I'm gonna pass it off to Wyatt.
That's it for right now. Ignore the geeks, burnouts, and preps. They'll kind of pop in at the.
Okay. I think I burst out onto the field and see all this happening, and I think I'm just going to instantly rip off my baseball uniform illusion to show my usual fucking like magical boy transformation outfit and just get myself juiced up with my my persistent buff. Because that's something to do at the start of a boss fight. Let's see. So density control. Oh wait, I can just click on the die icon, right?
The Daikon.
The Daikon, yep.
Radish.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Middle is oof.
7, 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's boost with
Or is that a 2?
I get the mid die, so I get the 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 372.
You said that was for a boost?
Bummer. Yeah, 3 on a boost.
Alright, that's +1.
Well, better than nothing. Yeah, I think Wyatt's just annoyed. Like, oh my god, can this just be over already? I'll pass it off to the coach before stadium, right?
Oh, yeah.
We want coach before the stadium, right? Everyone, in case like the
Guess
stadium
so.
buffs him or some shit.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay. Then coach.
Yeah, as the coach kind of hits the ground and just sort of looks and you in particular, and it's Blake or Trevor's the baseball.
Trevor is.
Trevor goes. All of you, Trevor in particular. I never dreamed you. And then, like, as he kind of like raises up his hands, and as he squeezes it, there's like almost a suction that goes throughout the entire plate, and you see that in a couple of the players start to solidify and turn. Yeah, so they start to change and become real. And there are now 4. This turn, they're not going to do anything. There are now 4 enemies.
Cool. Oh boy.
They will pass it off to Spring Hill Jack.
Okay, so yeah, at the moment, am I right in not seeing anything, like not seeing the map or stuff?
I'm sorry. Let me reshare.
Okie dokie. Right. So now we have two. Okay, we have 4 other guys on the field, in addition to the coach. Hmm. You said that everything is like an attack on the coach, right? Even if we're like doing things to do with the stadium.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's not really any particular overcomes on this one because part of this is a straightforward battle.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I guess getting out onto the stands then.
I mean, could doing that stuff be like a hinder to him?
Yeah, I mean, depending on what you do, you could kind of cloak something as a hinder.
Oh wait! Did I miss when something ended and entered the field?
What?
A new enemy entered.
Oh yeah, he just
No.
he gated in. Refresh the menu.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
Okey-dokey.
it actually turned the menu the baseball players that were there into.
Okay. Okay. Cat, would you permit me to use my killer instinct on them? On one of them.
What does that do?
Oh, that's just a reaction when a new enemy enters the field.
Yeah, going after the baseball players, the pitcher, or the star player, or the captain.
The pitcher. Oakley dokley. So I go like that, and then I go like that. Be sometimes.
At a 4.
Yep.
Right, tell me how you're not going to take it out, but you.
Okay. So yeah. Blake and Spring Hill Jack teleport up onto the stand just as they see the this pitcher coming through the gate, right? And Blake is basically flung along with Jack as it just instantly tears off in that direction. Thankfully, not just rending its way through the crowd, but instead leaping up and over it, and then like trying to do a straight downwards claw through the back of this thing, but probably just gets its side instead.
Yeah, so it as it sort of like moves out of the way a bit as it gets caught, it's limping and in a little bit of pain.
And then I think Blake both senses and sees the red flash behind the mask and the steam like bursting from the back of its like backpack, so to speak, and Blake drops down to the floor as you know, hands clutching over their head, curling up as to make themselves as small as possible, as I do Jack Unleashed. So and let's use my other +2. Because we still have the same bonuses from the start of this whole business. Okay. Oakley dokely. So, what has... So it's... Take use a mid die against each other. Okay. That is, like, acceptable, I think. So, it is 8 versus the coach, and 7 versus every other enemy. As from that, seeing that sight of weakness as the thing sort of like stumbles, Jack just goes wild,
Okay.
bouncing around this stadium, and going to first of all leaping up into the air in the sort of like spiral to drive itself through the coach, and then coming down to carry that momentum to the other baseball player.
Yeah, as you rip through, it does take out a couple. Like the pitcher that, he hurt one of the minions. The star player, the star player, the captain itself, it like kind of scratches along the hills that are underneath it as it kind of snaps back at it, and you do manage to skew the coach as you hit it. At which point, then coach is going to pass it on to so what it is. Start to see like all of your stats, and including things like you've dated and other stuff, start to scroll down the screen of the of the stadium itself, including some rather unflattering, like most likely to.
Oh God! Now you have to say one for each of us.
Yeah.
I was like probably most likely to cause a bar death because of a married man that she's having an affair with, Rachel. Most likely to have lived the best lives of his year. For Trevor.
Listen, Trevor feels that every day.
Yeah. Most likely to die anonymous by it. And for Blake, most likely to be disowned.
Wow. Where is this appearing?
On the Jumbotron, right?
Like the giant Jumbotron. Yeah, all those things.
Can I use Killer Instinct on the Jumbotron? Because I imagine that fucking pisses Blake off.
Yeah, it's one of those things where all this other. Let me double check. Because the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we'll have it go ahead and our play. This turn will not be able to. Oh, also, however, you rolled a 1 when you attack the coach, it looks like.
Oh, yep, I did.
Yep. So he has a I know your weakness that when it basically does an attack, his awareness is instead of a quality. I guess roll. Yeah, so it's kind of just kind of looks, and it's almost like the stadium itself. Actually, as what happens is time, it's like space itself almost seems to warp around you as you very clearly. It's most likely to be abandoned. Was that?
Most
disowned.
likely to be disowned.
Yes, to be disowned. And as it happens, that it's almost like something shoots from the screen itself and strikes you for 4 points.
Okie dokie.
I know your weakness. That's that. And so at which point the the geeks, the preps, and the jocks all all the burnouts rather all gate in, and it is going to pass it over to it's going to pass it over to minions. Get a +1 to hinder, as Jack just kind of like warped the shit out of a whole bunch of them. One of them basically cracks Jack pretty hard. You have a -1 hinder.
Dokily.
Jack sort of cracked in the thigh, a little bit of damage.
Oh, actually, I wanted to ask about hinders. So hinders are basically on your next roll. You have this penalty, right? All right. So I have a power called Demon Blood, which says boost yourself using vitality. Then either remove a penalty on yourself or recover using your min die. If the hinder affects me as I'm making that roll, what penalty would I remove from myself?
There are persistent hits.
Okie dokie.
Is yours a reaction or is it a?
I'm pretty. So I don't actually. It's not actually been carried over, but I'm pretty sure it's an action. Because it seems, if it was a reaction, then it would be very, very powerful. Because it's like
It's probably probably an action.
Recover.
Yeah, if it's a reaction, usually mods go after one use, though abilities and effects may extend them. Yeah, so basically means if you have a persistent or exclusive mod, like it gets rid of persistent.
Okay.
Which may be something you have to worry about.
Alrighty.
The baseball minions, they are going to pass it off to go ahead and hit Jack.
Hit the person who's just been jumping around the place, drawing as much aggro as possible. Definitely not.
Oh, by the way, the Sentinels of the Multiverse, the like real-time strategy game, you actually can create aggro. Like Bunker has aggro like a motherfucker. Alright, so Jack, what you do?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said they were going to attack me.
No, he did.
Okay.
He did. He gave you they gave you the negative. So then he
All right.
he passed off the turn.
Yeah, I think there's a Jack attack confusion.
Oh,
Attack.
The old Rhymaroo.
all right. So there's no overcome. So I should stop looking at overcomes.
Now
let's
the
have a
environment might put overcomes into play. That is a possibility. Part of this, part down is not.
Okay, I am going to. All right, so I'm going to use my red ribbons ability.
Ooh.
That, and then just need to roll well. Yeah, no, that wasn't rolling well. In which case, I'm just going to take some damage and roll that again. Thank you very much. Okay,
Oh,
slightly better.
No more ones.
Alrighty. So, there was a time when Jack would completely fuck that up, but fortunately, they have the Devil's Own Luck. So, they use that as yeah, they start dancing in between all enemies available again, bouncing up into the air to attack the coach and driving back down to slash through the others. Except this time, it's not with the same sort of like vicious, predatory, just carnage tearing around. As they drag their claws around, they almost seem to be cutting red ribbons through the air, which turn into these little fractures in space that are left behind as they slash the enemies. This deals min damage to all these guys, and hinders them with the mid die, which is 5 in this case, which I think is -2. So they all have -2, and they all take 3 damage.
Good. So this is our player. Yeah. The captain. I keep on. Captain is fine. Yeah. No. So how much there was?
Yep. 3 damage to everyone, and -2 hinder to everyone.
Okay. And who do you pass it off to?
I don't have the order up. Who's left?
Oh, if you pull up the combat tracker, the little on the far right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not seeing any of the minions in the combat tracker.
There should be preps. Oh wait, it might be. Let me do this. Now can you?
There we go.
I should look and see if there's a way I can make it so that they can automatically.
Okay. And remind me again. Who's available? How do I tell who's available?
So there's the 2 ones at the top. So far, the baseball minions have gone, and you have gone. So every time someone goes, I just put a 1 in the order. They pop up to the They popped up to the top.
Okay. In which case, what I'm gonna do is seeing as no one else has gone except for these baseball minions and Jack, I'm gonna have the. Oh wait, no, they've already got it. I'm gonna have the preps boost. I don't know who's the most preppy.
Rachel.
Kokabeel, Trevor.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
Rachel preppy? I don't know what preppy means.
It's like
Popular, rich,
a
snobbish.
yeah, because we have preparatory schools over here.
That's
But we
true.
just don't call those people preps because we never interact with them because they go
Ah.
to schools that are more posh than ours.
Yeah, we call them toffs.
Like, like people who like their lives are so perfect, and they wear polo shirts
Okay.
and go to church on Sundays.
And we call them toffs because they sound like they've got toffee in their mouths when they speak.
Oh my god!
Oh,
It's
bro, I don't
true.
know what you're talking about. Oh, you know, you just sound awesome.
Anyway, yeah, I want the preps to cheer on our baseball star.
All right. Go
So
ahead.
I
So
just
if you want to grab the D8 from the bottom, and then just
throw it in.
Yeah, just throw it into the chat. And when they get out of place, if you right click and then just to the left, it says
There's a number come up.
it should be if you roll it into the chat.
Okay.
All right, that is a
All right.
well. They get a +1 to that, so that's a 3. So yeah, that is a +1 to Trevor.
Yep.
All right, so that was the
That was preps.
preps. I'm sorry.
Tinder.
What are the burnouts good at?
Attacking.
Oh hell yeah! You rip some fat clouds that cause 1 damage.
All right, and who are they passing it off to?
You should let me go, since you just boosted me.
Sure. I think we're all sort of controlling the minions though, so we can decide. I say, yeah, sure, Kokobeel.
Cool. I'm gonna use the other new ability that I got, now that I currently have a +4 boost.
Christ.
And I am going to use Voice of God. Boost using telepathy.
What?
Apply that bonus to all hero attack and overcomes until I go again.
What the fuck?
So I'm
you
boosting
did.
all of us when we
Nice.
attack. So there. Roll. So it's 6 + 4, which is a 10. So everyone else gets a +3 when they attack.
Yeah, if you want.
What's this look like, Dan? Using the voice of God.
Well, basically, Kokobeel starts whispering into everyone else's heads, pointing out like weaknesses. You should attack here. Go for that. Basically, providing sort of like tactical advice or something.
I say over the comms. Well, at least the voice in your head knows how to use English, and then I hear.
Wait, this is yours, Trevor?
It knows things. So why not let you guys know things as well?
What?
Okay, we'll talk later.
That awkward like anime laugh with like the back head scratch, just being like.
Yep, basically.
The embarrassment lines on the
Or the big sweat drop.
yeah, the single one that just hangs in the air.
Yeah.
All right, and that's Kokobeel.
Yep, and then I am going to pass it to the captain, and also quick run to the bathroom.
All right. So the captain in this place. So right now we've got Marzana flying. We have Ariel. You've just come in from the opposing team's locker room.
Yeah.
Or yeah, that pitch. We'll say so far we'll say the captain rushes Ariel.
Okay.
And it hits you for a solid single point of damage, as it's still being hindered from being hit earlier on by, I think that was Spring Hill Jack.
Probably.
Yep, Spring Hill Jack did the hinder.
And it is going to pass it right. That will take off the. That is going to pass it straight back to.
Okay. Well, I'm all juiced up, so I mean, like, let's party here. I'm going to Shall We Dance? Attack using finesse, which will let me remove some stuff, hinder someone, or maneuver. Okay. So yeah, the coach attacks me, or the captain attacks me. I'm gonna fucking attack it back. And what it looks like is it like gets a swipe at and like like I managed to block it with the glaive, and then Ariel like carries the momentum of getting knocked back and just like swings me around and tosses me right back at the captain, and I'm just like glaive forward.
What are you?
Yeah, basically. I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god. All right. So that is density control ding. Let's get some finesse and then green zone. And this is at my +1 plus he gave us a +4 or +3.
I think it was a +3.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was +3.
Roll.
Yeah, actually, you know what I
please.
should do? Make that a little bit easier. There's actually, for one of the coach's abilities, it's actually important that what your bonuses are.
I mean, he didn't get a 12. I don't think. I think he got.
Okay, yeah. Like, Roll20 definitely has better ability to use.
Yeah.
By the way, what is everyone's right now? What is your what
Bonuses?
is yeah? What are your bonuses right now? And let me know if any of them are persistent or exclusive.
I have a +3 persistent exclusive.
Okay, so that is. Oh yeah, if it's exclusive, it means you can only use it. You can't add I think you can add another.
Yeah, you can only use it without any other exclusive.
I
I
got
have a
+3 from
+1.
Trevor.
I got a +3.
Oh wait, wait, +3 from Marzana. What else?
I got +3 from Trevor.
Yeah, like we all have a +3 from Kokabeel.
Yeah, but I think
only for attacking
you
and
just,
overcoming.
You just used yours, right? Though.
I just used mine. I have a +1 persistent exclusive.
Okay.
Per the ability, they just have it until I go next.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah, that.
So
is...
if on the next turn I go last, everyone will still have that +3.
Oh.
That's badass. I can't. I might just.
Does anyone have a hinder on them?
What?
Is anyone hindered?
I believe no.
All right, cool.
No.
At the moment.
I need to just create a generic sheet here that has got places to put the tokens for the enemies that are kind of blank, and then I don't have to worry about accidentally. Yeah. So who are you passing it off to?
Oh, I'm not done yet. So I did 7 to the captain with my attack.
Okay.
And then I get to hinder with my min die. And I'm hindering the coach. And I just like yell up at him like, dying anonymous sounds good actually. You think that's a dig?
And what you hindered him with what?
Yeah, 3 hinder, so only -1.
Could be worse. Tell them all.
Oh no.
And who you passing
Just
off?
sass this. I'm gonna pass it off to let's see, we got Jesus Christ, we got a lot of people left. We only have one player left, so maybe we should anchor that player as much as possible. Does that
We
sound
also have the burnouts and the geeks
Yeah.
who are also counting as player.
How do we feel about hindering coach?
Hindering coach into the floor would be cool.
Yeah. Let's just stack these hinders. Like, let them do nothing this turn. Alright, yeah, let's hinder coach with the geeks, because they have a +1 to hinder. So I'll just... I have geeks D8 +1 in my power sheet, so I'll just do it. Nope, that's not how it works, game. Ariel uses geeks D8 +1 hinder. Which one's... Is the D8 the third from the left?
Yeah.
Right, yoink.
That's a
That's
D10.
that's D10.
That's a D10. Okay, so the one to the
Yes.
right of that.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's
Well-
like a rhombus or whatever.
Okay, well, I got an 8 with them. 8 on a hinder. That's a -3.
That's on the coach.
Yep.
Total of -6.
And
Keep
maybe the geeks hinder the coach by just being geeks at him.
Yeah.
Like they start yelling stuff about geek stuff. I don't know.
No, they just start playing Magic the Gathering. Like they just sit on the field and play Magic the Gathering, disrupting the game.
Like, actually, one of them probably like brings up a card and is like, it's like a land or something. Like maybe washes him with like.
Or they start yelling about like rules nuances and how like you can't activate you can't use that spell while actually pushes glasses up. You can't I played Magic Arena not that long ago, but I can't remember any of the terminology.
They start yelling about the stack.
God,
And-
the
and-
stack.
And the one of them that's like me is like, Vampire: The Eternal Struggle is so much better. That, by the way, was an amazing. Still is. It's been-
I've heard the Final Fantasy trading card game that's out right now is good. Anyway,
Is that
right?
Jihad? Vampire Eternal Struggle, is that Jihad or is it a different game?
Yeah, it was originally called Jihad. Then I still have a bunch of Jihad. But then it turned over to Vampire: The Eternal Struggle, and they have just and I fucking loved it. It ruined Magic. When I tried Magic, it was so much less.
Damn. Do we want to let Coach just go next since he's so fucking nerfed? Like,
But he'll use it and then. So hold on. So how does that go away when he does a thing?
yeah, like his
That's
next
the
roll is at -1,000,000.
If he like defends, does it also go away? So if I was to like attack him, would it then go away?
I believe so. Yes.
I mean, if he uses defend action.
Oh, but not like his like roll to see how much damage he takes.
No, remember, everyone's unless they use a defend action, or if you take a minor twist to essentially do like a defend as a reaction. I mean, you don't actually roll to see.
But they roll their die when they're attacked.
Oh no, that's one. That's not the coach. The other ones that doesn't count. That doesn't take away from the hinder there.
Yeah, that's what we were asking.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
And
so it
by
would
the way,
not.
Coach does not roll when he's coach has an actual level of hit.
Okay,
I see. So never mind then. Yeah, just have him do a thing.
So it's like villains just have a hit point total like you do. Though they sometimes have different things to determine if they're in the green, yellow, or red. Aside from the actual, yeah, and some of them don't even like. Coach, for example, does not even have green. He has something different.
great, love it. Well, I think we're all cool with him going next. Getting back shit.
Yeah. Coach just kind of laughs and he's like, "This is my world," and as he like, there's like almost this explosion that just ripples out from him, and like all of the various like Magic the Gatherings actually flies other way, and what he does, he can basically take a bonus or penalty from a target and move.
Ugh.
Uh, so including himself.
Yeah, he basically took the ones from himself, split them, and then threw them up, which will actually cancel the bonuses for back in Marzana.
Is this before he takes his action?
That is his action.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's a bother.
Yep.
How dare he?
Very rude.
Very rude.
Okay.
He will then pass it off to. I was making note. He will pass it off to Marzana.
Cool. I'm still in the green. Um. Yeah, I'm just gonna slap him with my max die then.
One of your special.
Yeah. Using telekinesis. So, yeah, I think he's like, this is my world, and I think Rachel is just like, shut up, and just fucking like two giant like. I need to get more extra with this. Before it was just like, oh yeah, balls of ice. They're like figures of ice, and like those like beautiful ice sculptures that are just like people spend ages carving. They just sort of form out of the air and then just get smashed against him.
Oh. Wow.
Just like maybe like a dancing couple, like is just formed and then just gets smacked against him.
Extremely good.
And remember, let me know if you're. Or do you also have those bonuses that Maureen's?
With the what now?
We had 2 hero points.
Yeah, the hero point bonuses.
Oh yeah, didn't we use those?
No, we got 2 last session, so
It
Oh, we
depends.
should've
You would have to
used
keep
them.
track of whether you used them or not. Like so.
I did. I used mine last session.
Okay.
Okay.
so then you have 2, and we have to declare right now those of us who have spent it already, right? Is how it works? Like
No. I think the way we've been going, we'll even though it's taking a little bit longer going. It might just be we might be able to do it like between getting up to the person, which sometimes if you don't have a relationship yet with a person, getting up to where you got with brought you into would give you some kind of like what we did substitute teacher in the last one, where sometimes that'll give you the clues that will actually let you know what you need. Yeah, so like for like basically for each of those issues, then so at this point, if you want to decide what you had before. Yeah, so you hit him with what, 3?
Yeah.
Okay, since you rolled the 1, oh shit, he's gonna. Since you rolled the 1, as he just kind of grabs it and then just through the air itself, buffets you and smashes you against one of the columns that's holding up the balcony for 9 points.
Oh, ruthless.
Hey, you said you were still in the green, right? So.
Oh yeah, back down to yellow immediately. Let's go.
hey, now you're ripped. Getting yoked.
Yeah, and you hear Maureen come over because he's roughly at 80% health right now.
Ow.
And who do you pass it on to?
Let's have a look at tracker. I want to pass it to The star player.
There isn't actually a star player.
Oh yeah, that let me. I forgot to put a one for him.
The two options are either baseball stadium and burnouts, but
Yep.
we want the burnouts to go last, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Baseball stadium, please.
Kind of. Okay. The baseball stadium is everything sort of buckles and changes. Stuff moves a bit further, ends up pulling in. A few more minions. Jack, have you already used your reaction this turn?
When did the turn start?
A
Did I
while-
re-roll my dice when I?
I think you were the first person to go.
Yeah. Did I re-roll my my
You
dice?
did
this turn?
reroll your dice.
In
Yeah,
which
you
case, I have used my reaction.
Yeah, so the stadium itself, more of the people who are kind of on the field still playing, actually like warp and change and start basically become enemies. And they're gonna pass it off to the burnouts. So there's no left.
Cool. So what are the burnouts good at? Attacking?
Do the burnouts count as hero attacks?
No, they're sort of like they're sort of minions that work for you.
Okay. So they do not get the +3.
Have them punch it, the captain? Like
I
think that
Dynasty
works.
Boy?
We could just have them hit coach.
We could. Yeah, do
I
that.
mean, Trevor does have AoE, so maybe we should
It's
be
very
focusing our
true.
single damage on the coach.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Cool.
You want to roll for it, Lexa?
Yeah, sure. So it's just a D8 +1.
Mhm.
Cool. Did that play out the +1?
Nice.
They did 7.
Okay, so they basically like rush to the coach.
Just start beating him with unknown makeshift stuff.
Yeah, he's like, and like you see one of them actually like in his hands a car engine appears. And he just,
Hell yeah.
kind of crushes the coach, like kind of falls down and kind of crushes over the arm as he stands up and he swings his arms, kind of pushing some of the burnouts back. And in that case, yeah, so we are now on to next round. Okay. In that case, want to go?
I vote for Ariel to go first, so they can use a +3 before I go.
Sure.
Ah. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, this is a new round, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, like anyone could go first.
Yeah. Well, coach
But we just wanna
removed.
get the buff out the way.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm
Because
gonna change it around. I'm gonna start putting people to 0. They've taken a turn. You can ignore the order that's there. That means I don't have to like go like click 0, click 0, click 0, click 0.
Yeah.
0.
yeah.
I can
That's
Sounds
good.
just do that. I can just
Ah.
give a random order and then I can put it.
Nice.
Cool.
Hell
cool.
yeah. Love it.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying now because we got ours cancelled. That's true.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I attacked the captain, and then I like skid along the ground, and then Ariel starts whirling into a dance with me and tosses me up into the air, and I'm making like a spinning flipping in the air, yelling a little bit because this is scary. I'm gonna try and like smack Coach with my glaive.
Okay.
So this is Shall We Dance again. So that is attack using finesse. Let's add that to the pool. And then let's get my signature weapon in here, even though it's a low die. And then I'm still in green, so... And then this is at +4. Yoink. Alright, middle die is 4, +4 is 8, so attack for 8.
And go ahead and take 6 points of damage as you're attacking the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one that he like. As how are you attacking him again?
Like, I'm coming in from I've been tossed into the air by Ariel, and I'm, like, spinning in the air with my glaive, and, like, it's gonna hit him when I land.
And there's a thing where he actually seems to, like, move in, like, there's a point where he's almost got this preternatural awareness, whereas he moves to kind of intercept, but you actually still manage to catch him as he manages to throat chop you a little bit with the blade of his hand, doing 6 points of damage.
Ow.
That is his
Rude.
that is his reaction.
I'm not done yet. Shall We Dance lets me do another thing.
Oh.
Do I want to maneuver? No, I'm staying right here. I'm just gonna hinder him again. So he like gets a hit on me, and then I like wipe some blood away from my face and smile because I have like absorbed some of his energy. So like he just like his arm is like a little bit weird, or like it's weak, like it's hanging a little bit more limp from his body. So I hinder him for my min die, which is 1 + 4. So a hinder for 5 is -2.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you kind of smack him, and he gets past him.
Yeah. Anyone have thoughts? I truly do not know.
I can try and wipe out some of the minions.
Go for it.
That's cool with me.
What's your AoE?
Attack multiple enemies using my fire. I get the +3, and then I take damage equal to my max die, which will bring me down closer to red.
Okie dokie, so it's mid. Yeah, that's pretty much the same as me.
Fuck him up.
Cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna burst out a whole bunch of fire at everything, including myself.
Ooga fire! Oof, which die?
So I deal 8 to everything.
Okay.
And I take 13 damage.
The fuck?
So now I'm at 9,
That
which means I'm in the red, baby.
I mean, that's your goal.
Mm-hmm.
Next, I roll a d10. No. Okay, so
God.
it's right. He's a minion one, so like his whole thing is like summoning up like a whole bunch of minions, and like the more he's able to put damage on you, the more, or the hinders rather, the better some of his stuff gets. But I should probably start with a whole lot more. But you guys have area of control like minion shit locked.
Yeah.
We have a whole bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who are you passing off to?
Um,
Well, how much damage was that again?
8.
As the fire just envelops the, and a few of them sort of fade out, and like the The other ones are still kind of playing a baseball game. It's a little disruptive. It sort of looks like a computer game that's like glitching. If it's overheating, like they're almost like stuck on frames a little bit as they're trying.
Hmm.
I will pass it to. Let's have the star player go.
Yeah, since you've just done kind of a shit ton of damage around the area, it actually unleashes on you 3 points as it and these baseballs sort of appear out of a number of like these portals. They're coming around it and just start firing at you.
Okay. I am at 6.
Yikes!
This is where I want to be.
But this is fine. I want to almost be dead. I hurt so much.
Oh my god.
Star player is gonna pass it on to. Let's go Marzana.
Cool. I'm angry. I'm angry. I just try to smash. I just create like dozens and dozens of more things to smash on top of his head. Yeah.
Listen, motherfucker!
Oh my god. Oh, Alexa, did you like redo your character?
Not yet. I decided I wanted to wait until after this
That makes sense. Dungeon.
Go into the
Yeah, basically after this session.
dungeon.
Yeah, then it's also not a bad idea to look at what everybody does well and be like, okay, do we want to switch some stuff around so that everyone kind of covers?
Cool. I do 9 to the coach.
Okay. As it kind of kind of crushes him at the ground, kind of picks himself up, and he's looking rough.
Cool.
Yes.
Pass it to.
So we have a lot of allies on the field. Is a good thing.
We do. So, sorry, what number hasn't gone yet? Because there's a bunch of
Basically, it's the ones without a number at the bottom. Those are the ones that have gone. Everyone with a number has not.
Everyone with a number has not
Oh,
gone.
actually, let me go a couple of these. That. Okay.
So it's only the coach in the stadium?
I think
On
the
theirs?
captain hasn't gone yet.
And Jack. Oh yeah, there was a star player that went, not the captain. I keep getting those two mixed.
In terms of enemies, though, there's just coach, stadium, and captain.
And I will
Yes.
say, coach is looking pretty.
I mean, should we have like the burnouts attack the coach? And then Jack might be able to deal the final blow?
Sure, let's do
Yeah.
that.
We could have the burnouts potentially deal the final blow as well, which would be, I guess, him being killed by his own world, which would be good.
Can we have the preps boost the burnouts?
Yes, you can.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I want to do this because this is awesome.
Yep.
You could also have the preps boost me, but I'm just.
D8
Yeah, +1 to boost. That's a +2,
7.
which means the burnouts will have a +3 to their attack.
So
How do preps boost burnouts.
Yeah, they cheerlead the burnouts.
Oh my
You
god.
aren't quite as bad as we
No,
thought you
no,
were.
they become chill. The preps become chill.
Shop class, rah rah rah.
7 to the coach, 7 damage.
God.
Yeah, as they the coach is looking rough. He's literally like putting his hands up and trying to like avoid the blows. Ah, damn it! As they are just beating the living shit out of him. And who do you hand it off to?
Cool. Yeah, go Spring Hill Jack. Do it.
Okay, so Spring Hill Jack. Blake is on his feet, being like, "Okay, we're good. Let's do this. We're almost there." And then here's the like steam hissing sound of Jack starting to well, it's the impending sound before disaster that causes Blake to dive for the floor again as Jack tears a portal hole in the ground and above them and just starts falling through that portal, building up more and more and more momentum until they're moving so fast you can barely see. And then they cut a hole through. As they're passing through, they cut another hole that aims them directly straight at the coach. So when they fall through the portal on the floor, they go flying out that one and claws across. Let's see whether I completely fuck up. Doop, doop, doop. I have double zone luck to use anyway. All right. Oh yeah, and also I'm using Jack Unleashed because I didn't go and attack everyone else as well in case this doesn't work. But I do 8 on the coach and 5 on everything else.
So for the coach himself, you actually like as you sort of like you said you like straight towards him with the claws.
Yep.
As it penetrates
And 10 speed.
as it penetrates, you find as quickly as it happens, you penetrate through the coach's midsection, and the body itself actually comes into as you like blast through it in like a shower of gore, and like the actual image of the coach himself, like hits the ground with the Fae that had taken him over, has just sort of like landed in 2 wet, like chunky thunks on different parts of the field. And as it happens, you see the other ones, like the star player and the captain they're kind of turning to attack someone. They just start to fade, and the entire realm around you kind of drops out a bit and begins to fade away. You hear Maureen goes, "Yep, that got him. Might want to get out of there kind of quick. I'm starting to see that we're losing some stability here in inside of his hedge."
How do we get out?
Do we need to drag him out with us?
No, he'll be fine. Like the actual person who was taken over will be returned to you when you come back out of this.
Cool. How do we get out?
So you got a little bit of time. There's a moment where like you can kind of see like the sky itself as you look up starts to, like almost sort of fade away, and there's very slowly there's like the very edges of the are slowly starting to fade, but it's quite a bit. And the coach actually, the real coach, kind of like tries to stand up on the field, and he's a little wobbly.
So do we know how? Yeah, I think Rachel's just been like. So do we know how long the coach has been one of them?
No.
No, but it could be anything from weeks to months.
Have we ever
2
known a real
years.
coach?
I'm not sure about that. I guess I need to have known the real coach in order to get us properly in, right?
Yeah,
So that means I
or-
did at one point know the real coach.
because yeah, Marine actually does pop in, and basically, it's like if you didn't know who he actually was, you wouldn't. The whole thing about trying to figure out like who you are comes out of learning their action.
I see.
I think Wyatt's like running it because Trevor, you're in it rough, right? Like,
I mean, I'm fine. I'm at 6 health. That's not 0.
yeah, you're at 6 health. So Wyatt's like running over to you, and it's like, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, I have my fetch out, and I'm like, okay, are we ready to go or not?
Yep.
I went out.
Yep. Let's. Yep.
I think I'm just like glaring at Coach as I like snap my ribbon.
And
Okay.
flick my lighter, and the flame engulfs me, and I'm gone.
Alright, I stabbed myself in the heart.
I do the thing.
Yeah, and
Oh no, the thing!
They did the thing. Yeah, and there's a moment where just as the stuff fades out, who was it? Rachel who actually like in real life ended up using your inducer on him.
No,
No,
that
that was Blake.
Like
Blake, who's just
Yeah,
stabbed him.
I just went into his office and decided to stab him.
yeah, you know, like you do. Yeah. So Blake, as you kind of come back in, it's one of those things too. It's much later in the day. Like you can see the sun is starting to set, and the coach is kind of head down on the desk, like lifts up his head, he holds it like got a just massive headache, like his eyes kind of open up and he looks,
Hey there.
and he bursts into tears.
Him. Him.
And he just goes,
No, do the awkward pat doing there.
Yeah, I think I do the there.
yeah. He just as he starts screaming, he's like, "Oh, the thing I did, like I could." My God, I watched it. I watched every. When I was around other ones, it shut me out. It didn't want to know, but school, it's your home. Kind of pulls himself back. Well, he just kind of collects himself. Because everyone else, because I think he told you he was in the coach's office.
Mhm.
Does everyone else
Yeah.
head there?
Sure.
You've all
Yeah.
appeared,
Yes.
You've all appeared in the school kind of late at night. Yeah, and he just everyone else sort of he still kind of like everyone kind of hears him as he comes in and he sort of stops and breathes.
Well, you're yourself now.
That thing.
Yep. Question. If I had an answer for you, I'd give it to you.
It's a fairy. We're there, right? At this
Oh
point,
yeah. Mhm.
it was a fairy. It's a fairy.
Yeah, that's not very helpful to me or anyone else.
It's a strange alien. It's an alien thing that we don't know what it is, but it has magic powers. That's what we got.
Coach,
None of. Yeah, go ahead.
Coach just goes, whatever it was our world. I could.
I look at the rest of y'all like y'all didn't do your homework.
I
Like,
mean,
yeah.
would it be any better if we said vampire or Frankenstein or werewolf or anything like that? It's just, yeah, it's a fairy.
The,
Just
no, like it is a fair. We're gonna have lessons later. So like I point up at like my busted ass face. I'm like, just to be clear, this wasn't you, right?
Said what? Oh, the busted ass face?
Yeah, look at my busted ass. Like I point out my busted ass face. I'm like, this wasn't you, right?
No, that was for Josh, Joe, and Tommy. The thing I was recruited them and had them do. Look
Are
into
they
a lot of
like
people.
you? Or were they like you?
No, they're just because they're just bullies who are looking for someone and an authority figure who tells them that they're going to be exactly what they.
right.
I think like Wyatt looks around at the rest of them, like gives you all like a weird look, looks at the coaches like, we'll tell you everything and help you, but we need a restraining order against those guys.
I happen to know some. Uh,
Oh shit, the police are showing up.
yeah, he goes. I mean, they didn't know what was happening with me. I can do. There's just a moment where he just like, I need a couple days to figure out what the fuck's going.
That's fair.
I think I just lean back against the wall and fold my arms.
And he just sort of looks like, hey, I owe you so many apologies. And
Glance over at Trevor.
So, have you? When were you? Have you ever been my actual coach?
yes, I mean, all of this happened towards the beginning. Were you hurt? Were you hurt during the summer, or were you hurt like last year?
It was like end of the year, beginning
Okay.
of summer that I got the injury.
Yeah, he goes in because we're kind of playing like we're using the idea like this is like a Japanese television show where they don't quite get how American. So baseball is like a year-round thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, just because we put ourselves in the baseball, which would technically in
I
the
mean,
spring into
To
the
be
summer.
fair, in Japan they do play baseball. It's one of the big
Oh yeah.
Okay.
hmm
Yeah, we are
sports
altering
for
that for American. We're making it the football, like the football and basketball and baseball is all baseball. Yeah, so that thing. So basically, he's like, by the time summer training happened, I was inside of it watching. I don't remember a lot of the early.
Did you meet someone named Garrett? Did you see someone named Garrett?
There was times it shut me out whenever I met anything, and then like his phone rings, or there's like a text shows up, and you actually see kind of big on the screen the things Garrett appears.
I take his fucking phone.
Oh yeah. No.
And are we cool? This like end the session.
Okay.
On a cliffhanger like that?
Oh yeah.
Rude.
I mean, that would be like the end of an episode.
I mean, yeah, that would
Sure.
totally be the end of the episode. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Love
Rumble, but alright.
it.
Super good to me.